How's it going? It's Black Capino again, and today I'm going to show how to install prop guards for your Phantom 3, as you can see here. I bought these over at Target. They're only like 20 bucks, or you can order them on DJI, whichever is easiest, but usually you can find them at your local store, generally, if they still sell, Phantom 3 stuff. So, all you're going to need is, obviously, then it comes with everything you pretty much need. The props, a hex, and the screws. Now, the first thing you're going to notice when you do this is I made this mistake. This is the second time I did it, but when I grabbed the instructions, they're in Japanese, but they have one side English, one side Japanese. So make sure you're grabbing on the Japanese, non-Japanese size. So I'm basically going to give you the instructions, what you come with. But it comes with the strings and stuff. I'm not really going to use the string on it because I really don't know why you'd need the string, because I mean the guards themselves are pretty evident, as you can see. I mean, that's what it's going to look like once it's done. So I mean, I can't imagine why you really would need the string. I just have it on, but if you want to put it on, you can. I'm not going to do it myself because I don't really see the reason to. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to make sure you have your props off, because it's a lot easier to do this without the props on. You're not going to really damage the motor on a solid surface. First thing you're going to do is it's going to tell you to basically remove the hexes. So we're going to remove the two outer screws under the 4 propellers. So basically, and you're going to remove these two. It might work, but it's easy just to use the one that comes with it. It might take a little bit of prying a little, but as long as you don't do it too hard, you should be fine. That's one screw. I'm only going to do this for one prop, or for one guard. That way, because it's basically the same. It's the same procedure for every other guard, basically. So now we have removed the other one, and then pretty much literally is just take one of these. You're going to take this. You're going to slide it on where you had the two missing, the ones that you just took screws, and you're just basically going to take the ones that came with it. Although I don't know why you can't just take the ones that you're using. You're probably thinking that you can. Actually, you can't, because as you can see how long that is compared to that one. It's a little longer, as you can see. How long that is. I'll show it to you here. Laying down. One screw is those with the problems under. Basically, is you're going to take the long one. You're basically just going to stick it back into the same slot that you had originally taken out of, and you basically just screw it back in until it's tight. You don't have to overly tighten it, as long as it's on there pretty good and secure, as you can see. So basically, as you see, it's on there. You just take your other screw and then take this one and then screw that back in, and as you can see, it's on. And that is how you put on your, let's see. It's fairly easy though, I'm not gonna lie, it's really simple. So we're actually just going to do all 4 of them. So you can basically, you'll want screws on, because these on, basically unscrew it and take it off. I know it's a pain, but honestly, to keep in mind when you do it, that it's kind of hard to put it in your backpack. As you can see, backpack that I found. I'm going to basically show you what it looks like after. Then you can decide whether you want to get them or not. Pretty simple. Like I said, when you take off the screws, just kind of get a bit of a pull, and although I haven't had my Phantom for I've only had it for a couple of months. Haven't really had it that long. I've gotten just about a gimbal guard that goes on the end. Flying it around any pass or anything like that, because you know I live in Alaska, so there's not that much stuff to kind of worry about it damaging. So yeah, but I've gotten everything so far that I can think of for it. I bought the propeller guards. I'm not exactly sure why I bought them, because again, unless I'm planning on flying it in the house, which I don't do. It's just one of those things where you never know, especially if you're flying it around somewhere and you lose connection, and you know, then there's that, and it crashes into something. But it's pretty much, I've gotten everything I can think of for it. I bought a range extender for it. I removed the original thing that comes with the that you use for your phone, the little clasp. I got rid of that, and I bought one for my iPad. I bought all these on Amazon. So it's pretty simple to buy, to actually find most of what you want on Amazon, because if you buy from the DJI store, it can take a while. It's when I bought my Phantom, I bought it from the DJI store. It took them a little while to actually get, you know, my Phantom, so I just bought it over my local store, which has, you know, one left. So it's kind of grateful that they did. So this really shouldn't take you that long. So maybe, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes at most to put these on. Again, keep in mind though, when you put this on, you can't exactly put it back in your backpack. So when you're done flying, it's just easy just to, you know, leave them off and then put them back on when you're done. So you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna want to keep your screws. Even though they come with screws, they're really primarily for the props themselves, because when you're putting more in, when you're putting the props on, those screws are a little too short, as I was showing. They're a little too short, so they won't fit on it as well. So and just for, I'm just going to only install one on each one. So I'm still going to take out both screws, but I am going to remove all of them, just so that it makes it easy for me to install without having any issues. And now all I've got is one more screw to put in, and then we are done. And voila. As you can see, prop guards on your Phantom. It does make it look a lot bigger than it is. The picture, my video doesn't really do it justice, but it does make it look a lot bigger. But it's one way of ensuring that you don't have to worry about buying yourself a new drone or buying yourself a new pair of blades, and you know, if you happen to slam it into an oak tree or just a tree in general. So it really doesn't take that long, 10 minutes at the most to take them on, and then just to take them off. And as you can see, still pretty level. Just attach your, so you can see you just basically attach blades onto it, and then that's it. Again, it does come with the string. I don't really know why you'd want to use the string. I guess it's supposed to be added protection in case these break off. But if these break off, then you know the string just kind of keeps them hanging. But it's got little holes right here, as you can see, that kind of you just run the strings through the little holes that they got there, and then that's basically how you do that. So again, that is how you install a prop guards on a Phantom 3. This will work on pretty much any of them. The 3s, I believe the 3s, the standard, the advanced, the pro, and pretty much any of the DJI Phantoms. I believe the 4s pretty much the same way also. You can do it almost in a similar fashion. So thanks for watching.